friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. I'm here to share a little kind of a thrifted treasures with you and a bit of a kind of happy mail slash exchange I did with Maria. So first I'll show you what I got from Maria. So welcome to my channel tonight. I hope you are having a good night. But Maria and I exchanged punches because I saw that she had this doily punch and I had a snowflake punch that she would like. She wanted some snowflakes and I wanted some doilies, so we exchanged punches. So she sent me all these pretty punches here, which is her like doily punch. So, and they're small, really neat for journals, right? To have something nice and flat to, you know, put on a page or use in on your tags or in your clusters or whatever. So she sent me a bunch of these pretty doilies and she put them in this envelope, which is really neat. Possibly made out of a napkin maybe, and not sure what else. But it looks like it's Mod Podged over, whatever it is, and nice, and really has a nice, almost like a plastic feel, really neat, and it's really pretty too with these colors. I mean, here's the back of it with the colors here, and they match, kind of match the flowers. So, and then she also sent me these leaves right here that are, you know, cutouts or die cut. So pretty leaves that she sent me, all really nice and pretty to use in my journals. So that, and then I got a second package from her because we were talking on Saturday and I was saying how she was talking about her butterflies. She loves butterflies. And I discovered, you know, or remembered that she has a butterfly punch. So she sent me some of her butterflies because I don't have a butterfly punch and I kind of fussy cut them out. And, you know, that takes a little while. But if you have a punch, you know, you can punch out a bunch in a little bit of time. So she really sent me a bunch. I didn't realize she was going to send me so many. So thank you, Maria. This is awesome. And so I'm going to show you those. And then she sent me some more die cuts here, which are flowers. And let me just see if I can take these out and show you real quick. But this is awesome. I'm set for butterflies and snowflake or doilies for a while, right? So yeah, thanks, Maria. Look at these flowers. These are cool. They have like the flower and then like a twisty stem. Very pretty, right? And so a bunch of those. Very delicate, but very pretty. I loved it when you make die cuts or punch outs out of different paper to see what they look like, how the different colors come out after you punch them out. You know what I mean? It's so cool. And then here's the butterflies, just a bunch of butterflies, different sizes too. So that's awesome. Like here's, looks like these might be the biggest size. All different ones. And here's a little bit of smaller size. All different patterns. Here's some more in here, which is a little different from, these are about the same size, but they're, like this one has a rounded wing, and this one has a little, whoops, a little pointy wing. So there's a bunch in there too. And then, here's one that looks like a paint chip. And then a bunch of these here. That's a bunch. That's a bunch. Awesome. So cool, right? Look how many. Look at all the different patterns. So neat. So those. And let's see. Okay, so here's some tiny ones. Awesome. So these are smaller, and these are even smaller. Wow. So cool. So, should I take them out? Let's see if I can get them out of here. Really neat. Really neat. So cute. Adorable. Love these. Love these. So cute. Aren't they neat? And then here's some even smaller ones. Okay, I got these today. I got the butterflies today, and I got the other ones I think I got on Saturday, the doilies and everything, but these are even smaller. So adorable. Wow. Love those. Love them all. So that's going to come in really handy, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with those. So let me just move these over to the side for a second here, because I want to show you. That's what I got, everything I got from Maria. And then I went to an estate sale where I lucked out and ran across some patterns, and it was the jackpot of patterns, okay? The jackpot of patterns. I've never seen this many patterns in one place before except for at a store, but these are all vintage patterns, okay? So let me just tell you the story of how I got these. It's not really a big deal, but I went to the estate sale, and oh, number one tip, which I forgot myself to do when I went to this estate sale. My number one tip is to bring a shopping bag or some kind of a big tote bag with you when you go to an estate sale, so that you can put it on your arm, and then you can throw stuff in there as you're going through the house, and you're not trying to carry things in your arms, because your arms get really tired, and then you have to go and put them down. Maybe how my estate sales work is you go put your things down in a box by where you check out, but you know, usually you're okay to do that. But one lady was kind of, the last one I went to, I noticed one lady was kind of afraid to put her stuff down because she was afraid somebody might take something. So, I mean, you know, I've never had that problem where anybody took anything when I have put my stuff down. But anyway, until you get to put your stuff down, it is nice to have a big tote bag or shopping bag with you. And this time when I went, I discovered all of these patterns, and trying to carry these in your arms, not easy, because they're kind of like all kind of slipping and sliding, and it was crazy. And, you know, estate sales can get a little competitive if you've ever been to one, and there's a lot of people there. So this one, they had a little sewing room set up on the second floor, and the patterns were in like boxes lined up on a built-in shelf in the corner. So it's a built-in shelf in the corner, kind of like behind the door. You go in the door, and there's the shelf behind the door, kind of. So I was in there. I got myself in that corner, thank goodness, before anyone else did and discovered these patterns. And I went through. I was going through, and I picked out. I probably only took about half. I don't even think I really even took 2/3 of the patterns, or 3/4 or whatever. I think I took about half. So I did leave half for somebody else, but I picked out all the ones that I thought I would really use, if you know what I mean. So I thought I'd flip through and show you. This is only half of what I got. And I thought, well, let me know if you're interested in seeing the other half, because, you know, I don't want to bore you to death, you know, showing you patterns if you're not interested. But, like, I'll just flip through these. They're all vintage, and this lady must have really been a sewer, because there's all types here. A lot of stylish ladies like this. This one is a doll pattern. I don't think I've ever got a doll. I think I have one or two babies, but this is a doll pattern. And then most of them are like this, stylish ladies. All kinds, like they have dresses, and these are little tennis outfits. Can you imagine sewing all this stuff? I can't. I can't imagine. Skirts, really pretty. Looks almost like 60s, possibly, or I don't know if that's 70s or 60s, but anyway, you get the picture. Really neat, stylish ladies here. So I'll just flip through and show you real quick without taking too much of your time, but I think these are really neat. And so, yeah, I was going through these in that corner on that shelf, trying to contain them. And there were two other ladies waiting behind me. No one else could get into the shelf, the narrow shelf with boxes of patterns lined up on it. And no one else could get in there until I was done, right? But I wasn't, you know, I didn't want to be rushed. So I just sat there, or stood there, and went through every pattern that was there. I looked at every one. I didn't just want to pick them all up and take them or anything, because I didn't, you know, I didn't like them all, you know. I just figure if I don't like them, I'm not going to use them, and I'm not going to take them if I'm not going to use them, you know. So let me put that stack down and get another stack up here. But let's see, what else do I have? I've got a chair here, so I can kind of flip through and then put these back down on a chair here, so that I don't have a avalanche. But there's a bunch, and this is only, like I said, this is only about half of them. So here's some more. Really stylish. I love the colors and the styles here. A lot of 70s looking ones and possibly 60s. Maybe some, I don't know if there's 50s. I'm not going to take time to look at the copyright because that would just take too long. But, you know, I just thought you would enjoy, my friends would enjoy seeing these patterns. They all have their little tissue and their pattern paper in there. So I think, you know, I only made one pattern journal so far where I used pattern. I've used the tissue in here for pages, or the pattern paper for pages, and the tissue for, you know, layering and things. But yeah, I enjoyed making that one pattern journal so much that when I saw these, I was like, well, you know, I think I'll be making some more pattern journals. So I really like that theme, the sewing theme and the pattern theme, and, you know, just really fun. Look at these pantsuits. And here's a skirt suit here. Really cute. The clogs. This has got to be 70s, I would say. Here's a doll pattern. Another doll, like a raggedy doll, or rag doll. So 70s, right? Okay, and here's collars. Just really neat. They're in decent shape too. I mean, you can see they've been used, of course, most of them. And like this one has a rip, but you know, you can cut that off and or whatever, patch it up. A little bit of writing here and there, so we can cover that up. Here's a little bit of pencil, and that possibly could be erased. Here's a puppet pattern. I thought that was cute, and that would make a good front cover of a journal. And these, I figured I would just turn this sideways and make a journal like that out of this, you know, the horizontal ones. So just really neat, a bunch of neat patterns. I felt so lucky, and I was like trying to get these down. I mean, you saw how many I've gone through already, right? So imagine me with twice as many trying to carry these in my arms. And I didn't want to put them down because I was afraid, you know, somebody else would take them there if I put them down in the sewing room. So I actually turned around when those ladies that were waiting for me to get done, they just kind of gave up and left. And I was the only one in the room for a second or a minute. And I turned around and there was a like a plastic grocery bag, like a Walmart bag or something like that, full of fabric scraps. So I took them out of I didn't want the scraps, the fabric, and laid them nicely on the floor of the table. There was stuff all over the place, floor, table, everywhere. So I laid them nicely somewhere. I didn't just throw them around or anything. I laid them nicely out and took the bag and used it for stuffing my patterns in there so I could get them down to where I needed to check out. But here's the rest. Let's see, did I show you these? I don't know if I showed you these. Let me go through these real quick just so you can get an idea. So cute, right? My chair is full. Blouses. I just can't imagine sewing all this stuff. I know my mom sewed clothes. She helped me sew Barbie clothes. Yeah, there's the collars. We saw that one. But she's helped me sew Barbie clothes when I was a little girl. But I never really could get into sewing clothes. I didn't really have the patience for it. But I liked sewing. I liked sewing other things like pillows and curtains and things. So I did all that kind of sewing. This is a big one, Vogue. And then and now I like sewing on paper, right? So the skill did come in handy, what I did learn and keep. And yeah, I always kind of mended my own clothes when I was a teenager. I liked having a sewing machine handy. I used my mom's until I got my own. And I always liked having a sewing machine to at least mend my clothes. you know, as far as whatever I needed to sew up a hem something or fix a seam or something. Anyway, so you get the picture. Just really fun estate sale, finding all these patterns. And so I got to get busy now using these, right? So thanks for watching. If you want to see the other half, just comment below this video. And just I was listening today about learning more about YouTube, and I found, you know I heard people say if you like the video it helps them, and I listened to a video today that explained the reason behind that. So it really does actually help, you know, because I always try to like my friend, you know, the videos I watch to help people. So it really does help if you hit that like button and the subscribe and leave a comment. All three actually are a combination that YouTube looks at and counts. So thanks for watching and liking and subscribing, and happy thrifting and happy crafting. See you next time. Let me know if you want to see the rest. Good night.